Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today, we are taking a look at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Full Power Broly. This is a re-release from Dragonball Super. I absolutely love this figure. If you have ever watched any of my videos, you know this is my favorite SH Figuarts, period, and my favorite figure in my collection, period. But they just recently did a re-release. You know, when I say they, I mean Bandai, and I had to pick one up because of crazy little backstory. That Broly figure that you have seen periodically in my videos, I actually bought him loose just like that, simply because I had not seen this figure out in the wild, period, and I at the time was not going to pay eBay prices for him, so I was very, very lucky to get my hands on this re-release right here. So let's just get started, starting with his package, and it is a ginormous package. I know by itself it doesn't look that big, but here is a Goku package to give you some reference. This is a big old box, and it's very nice. SH Figuarts does nice packaging. It says Super Saiyan Full Power Broly right there. It's got a very nice image of him, nice window going on right here, and even on the side and top. So if you are an inbox collector like me, you will really like it. On the side, they never do much, and on the back, this is an older figure, but they were still doing a little bit of picture shrinkage back then. They needed to do just a little bit more, but I still like the way they do their packaging. Let's see how tall this version of Broly is, because in the last year and a half or so, we've gotten a lot of different Brolys from different companies. But to the top of this one's hair, he is right at 9 inches tall, and down to his hairline, he is right at almost 8 inches tall, which would make the entire figure about 22 and a half, not quite 23 centimeters. I'll say that jives. I don't know exactly how tall Broly himself is in this form. If somebody knows, let me know down in the comments. But let's stand him next to some other figures really quick, because I like to do comparisons with him. And here he is with his smaller and not quite as powerful self in the form of the armored Broly from SH Figuarts, and I like that a lot. You can tell he absolutely gets ginormous when he goes full power, but I love this figure too. Check out my video on it. Ooh, and if somebody knows what's the name of this form that he's in right here, that little rage form that he does before he goes Super Saiyan, tell me down in the comments. Here he is with my final battle, Jiren, and he is a lot huger than Jiren, and Jiren's not a small figure, but I love that. Look at those sculpts, man. That is what SH Figuarts can do. Let's not let them fool us into thinking they can't do great sculpts, because they can. And speaking of that, here is Final Form Cooler right here, one of the most sought after and awesome SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures there is. And there they are right there, two of the best they've ever made, possibly the two best they've ever made. And of course, had to put him next to a Goku figure, and you got to scoot the camera back a little bit because Goku is so small in comparison. I think that looks pretty cool. And we're going to be looking at this one. This is the original release of this figure right here, and yes, there are some minute differences that we will go over during the course of this video, but let's dig into this release for a minute. Now for his aesthetic, like I said, this is a bit of an older figure, so if you've never seen this figure before, you need to get out from under the rock you're living in. But this is my figure, and it's brand new, and it's my video, and I want to go over it anyway, even though you've probably already seen it. But of course, he has a classic killer sculpt. I absolutely love how organic yet still huge and cartoony and bubbly they made it. This is premium, you know, Bandai when they want to be like what they can do. This is absolutely gorgeous. There is shading throughout the muscles, just like everybody knows. They got the scars right on the money. Like I said, the sculpted musculature is beautiful. The ear looks really good. The ear could use a wash and some dry brush. It would have made it that much more awesome, but it looks good even without it, so I'm not tripping. But it would be cool if they had done that. It would have been absolutely flawless. The legs, I can't tell, you know, I never have been able to tell if it was just some natural shading just from how deep of like sculpt they did, or if there is a little bit of shading or something down in the cuts of the muscles. Either way, it has a really nice look, and I like it. I like his boots. I think they look good. I have heard from lots of people they think his feet are too big. They are not. Go back and watch the movie. His feet are freaking-ganic. Look at it every time he tries to stomp on Goku. His feet are fucking huge. They're damn near as big as Goku in the show. So his feet are right. They did them right from the get-go. the little wrist guards and the shin guards, gauntlets, whatever you want to call them. They're a matte finish black, and they look good. Paint's done pretty darn well on them. I like it. They have some sculpt, like some wrinkle in it right through there. That's a nice little touch. Of course, his back looks good, and it has shading, and we all know that SH Figuarts isn't giving us that these days. But I do want to point out a spot where they did shortchange us a little bit in the fact that this release, I don't know if the camera will 100% show it, but I promise you in person, eye for an eye, you can see it. There is a little bit less shading. It's not as pronounced on this figure.
How dare you?
As it was on the original release. The one on the right is the original release, and if you can tell, there is just a little bit less shading. You can see it on the chest a little bit as well, and definitely when we flip him over to the back, you can see the differences. This one is the one I'm shaking is the original release, and this is the re-release on the left here, and there is less pronounced shading on the back. There just is. That's a little unfortunate. And his chest piece, not the entire figure, the arms are still pretty flat and so are the abs, but the chest is slightly shinier than the original release as well, and that's bugging me just a little bit. Can I fix that with a little bit of flat spray? Yeah. And am I going to? Yeah, because I want him nice and flat and looking good, but I shouldn't have to.
Goddamn right.
But so they just didn't put quite as much love into it. The hair, of course, looks awesome, and it's the exact same sculpt because it's the exact same figure. But just little paint minute differences are the only thing that I've really found. But he's still super awesome. But now for accessories aren't this release's claim to fame, but what he comes with are pretty darn good. He comes with 3 different face plates. He comes with this serious face on him in the package, and that looks scary as shit. If he came at me, I would freak out. He also gets an open mouth yelling face that I personally think is the best of the 3. I absolutely love it. That is fantastic. And he comes with this kind of grinning maniacal face. And I have a question for my viewers. This mouth right here, why is there like orangeness in his mouth? Did he just get done drinking a Fanta or eating some Cheetos or something? Is that on the original release? Because I don't have these accessories for the original release. Somebody tell me down in the comments if that is like that on the original, because that is kind of weird to me. He's also got 6 different hands. He's got these ginormous fist hands on him in the package that look pretty good. And then he's got 2 sets of open hands. He's got kind of grabby hands right here, and they sculpted and look really good. And then some more open kind of hands like for shooting energy blasts or whatever, and they look good as well. Downsides: no stand, no energy effect whatsoever. No energy effect came with the armored Broly either. That kind of sucks. Other than that, this is a great spread. Now, unlike his accessories, his articulation is no joke, and we're going to jump right into it because he moves pretty well. He's got a neck joint, as you can see, and he looks down really, really well. That neck joint does move good front to back anyway. Side to side, not so much because of the big traps, but it moves forward good. He's not going to look up all that good, and that's because of this crazy hair sculpt. You are not going to have that head looking up, and that's quite all right because he's Broly and he looks up to nobody. He does have a double ball peg down there in the neck, and he was made a handful of years ago, and a handful of years ago, SH Figuarts was not giving us double ball pegs in the neck, so he was definitely a special case, and he is a special boy. He's my special boy.
Why are you gay?
Anyways, that sounded weird. But again, like I said about the neck could move side to side if you can see that, but the traps are going to block it a little bit too, but that's okay. Broly is a beast and that'll happen. Shoulders. Going to come up way up into a Y pose, and I love it. And of course, you are going to get the full 360. He's got a nicely done butterfly joint in there, and I like the way they have sculpted that little cap, that they put over the ball peg that goes down in there. I like it really well, and you can bring the arms across his body. They will damn near touch out in front of him like a freaking Goku figure, so that is really awesome, and they look good too, not gappy or anything. I really, really like the way they did his shoulder. It's beautiful. Bicep swivel, that works just fine. Double jointed elbow, you're gonna get a little bit past 90. It's Broly, his arms are huge, and we ain't worried about it. Elbow, it is what it is. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking at his elbows. Wrist is a ball peg, like a ball joint, like normal. So you'll get your rotation, and it'll wobble around a little bit. Anything you're going to need it to do. Now, Abdominal breakdown here. I think this is a double ball peg in here, but he will crunch forward on it pretty decent. He'll lean back pretty decent, and they did his sculpt underneath the chest piece really nicely, so I like that. You're going to get some twist and tilt and all that good stuff. Ball peg down here in the waist that adds to it, so you can pose him pretty dynamically. Not the most posable, you know, he's not a high-end Spider-Man figure, but you can do what you want to do with him. Now, the skirt, we know that it is, you know, has cuts in it, so we can spread these legs out. Look at that. Full-on split out of a Broly. Come on. That is awesome. Front kick, not the best front kick that has ever happened to an action figure, but it'll come up almost to his waist. It is better than a Hulk figure, so I will take it. And this version of him, unlike the Z version from SH Figuarts, these legs are not on drop downs. This is not a soft booty underneath here. If you can see that, there's his little cheeks. And this is not a soft piece, so the legs will not kick back for you. But he does have a thigh swivel that works just fine. Double jointed knee, a little bit past 90, kind of like the elbows. Nobody really cares if Broly can kick himself in the butt. That's not what he's here to do, and the knee looks okay. No shin swivel. His ankle is on a ball hinge down here, so it'll kick down a little bit. Not much, if any, up. It does have a pretty good rocker on it. No peg holes in the bottoms of the feet. And he has a toe hinge that is, well, that sucks. It's not that good, but we don't really care. We're not worried about a toe hinge on Broly. Overall, though, for what he is and his character design, he moves well enough for you. Final thoughts on the SH Figuarts Full Power Broly. Subjectively, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Objectively, there are a couple of little areas where this figure could be better. That toe hinge sucks. You know, his... how do I want to say this? His legs could move a little bit better. And I mean, I'm talking about his knees and his elbows could move a little bit better. But like I've said, this is a Broly and we're not buying him for that. I'm still giving this figure a solid A. This is one of the best releases that Bandai has put out, period. And definitely one of the best releases from the Dragon Ball line. Highly recommend him. I believe he's already sold out on BBTS because everybody was wanting him. And you can see why. He is freaking awesome. But anyways, I need you all to subscribe to this channel. I am chasing 2,000 subscribers and I'm getting close. I'm within a couple hundred. So help me out and get there. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby. And I'll talk to you all in the next video.